This is me in editing. These videos were all filmed within like a few weeks after I got back home from Japan. Literally the first day that I got back, I went to go see a concert with my friend Amelia. We got to go to the Alisana concert. I'm not sure if I'm saying the band name right. And I really hope nobody hates me for saying this, but the lead singer looks so much like Jack Black.
Okay, you're gonna kick me out of the band, huh? You're gonna fire me?
And because their music was so good, but because I didn't listen to them before coming to the show, all I could think about was like the House of Rock movie. And then on the 4th of July, I went to my grandfather's house, and I just thought the footage was so pretty and wholesome. I just wanted to include it.
The other one burned my hair! I'm a jealous bitch in the haze. I'll be in one of your next TikToks.
Oh, that's so cute. Make you from Doctor Strange.
And for this part, I just want to put like a disclaimer. I really didn't think I was ever gonna upload this footage to YouTube. This was filmed like at least 6 months ago, and I'm kind of at a point now where I just don't really give a fuck. And I think it's just interesting, and I feel like this part just adds more context for like the possession story time at the end of this video. So I'm just gonna leave it in, but I wanted to leave like a disclaimer, trigger warning for like domestic abuse, I guess, emotional abuse, narcissistic abuse type of things, controlling relationships type of things. I put the fluffy mic on for the first time ever. Makes me feel like I'm like doing ASMR. I'm gonna have a very boring day today, I think. I have had these face masks since I went to Japan, and I really need to like finish them off. It's terrifying, right? What's crazy is, I mean, I know that this has to have more ingredients in it than just hyaluronic acid. I use hyaluronic acid. I use the Toradin one, which is also sold in Japan, and it does not do what this face mask does. This face mask is so good that I didn't even try any other face mask in Japan. I literally got it from Family Mart, and then I got it from Donkey. And I'm just using moisturizer because that's supposed to, well, not supposed to, it does. It locks in the moisture, because a lot of people don't know this, but hyaluronic acid is very moisturizing, but it's moisturizing because it pulls moisture from your own epidermis, like from your own skin. So if there's no moisture on your skin, it'll actually dry your skin out a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna finish my moisturizer, and then I have a story time that I was thinking about in the shower that I want to tell you guys about my crazy flat earther ex. So I don't really know how to even like start or tell this story time. I know I brought it up a lot and that I don't like talking about it, but I talk about it all the time, so I don't enjoy the idea that like I could be giving somebody a bad name. But I really don't think anybody pays enough attention to my life except like personal friends who already know these stories, like who this person is. So I feel pretty comfortable telling these stories. This is not a makeup tutorial, but I might as well show you guys the products. And it feels so cool. I feel like a beauty guru. It's like eye makeup remover, and I use it on my brushes. Enough yapping though, back to the story time. I feel like I need to give some backstory. X was a little bit cuckoo. I remember at one point he even told me that he was, I feel like I can't even say that. Brian. Let's call him Brian. So Brian told me about once how he was hospitalized at a mental hospital because he thought he was Jesus. And anger issues. He literally gave me all the warning signs. I just didn't listen to them. So yeah, crazy dude is basically my backstory. He was also like a big Andrew Tate guy. Very big like red pill guy. So he was like very controlling to me. So yeah, like one of the first big fights we ever got into, we were going to a concert. This guy painted out his red pillness to be a lot different than it actually was. He kind of made it come across as if like he just wanted somebody who was like a little bit more modest, somebody who didn't go out to clubs, hang out with a bunch of guys all the time, like, and I was like, yeah, I feel the same way. I want the same thing in a partner. Like, I like to stay at home, you know, yeah. But my thing is concerts. Like, that's my thing that I like to do. That's where I met him, was at a concert. But yeah, we got in this fight because I was wearing something that he didn't like. He posted about it on Reddit. I'll insert a picture if I can of what I was wearing, but he was like, yeah, she was basically just wearing like a bra and a skirt, saying that like I looked like a whore or something like that. Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck? It's absolutely crazy, but yeah, he posted it on Reddit and we got in a big fight over that. And I remember I spent like $300 plus, like I think I spent like $350, $400 on this concert for both of our tickets, and we ended up being late because he made me cry, and also because he was lazy and a drug addict. So yeah, I was late to that concert. So yeah, so that was just kind of to give you an idea of what he was like, what our relationship was like that was like, I literally think like a week or two in. But what I was thinking about in the shower when we were like in like the living together phase of the relationship, which basically happened immediately, highlighting the brows. I did not realize how hard it is to talk and do makeup at the same time. He would like project like eating disordered habits on me. He wouldn't eat anything all day until like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And I'd be like, oh, like, let's eat breakfast or let's do this. And I remember him even saying this. He was like, yeah, if you don't eat all day, then you can save your calories for whatever you want. So you can like spend your calories on like Ben & Jerry's. I think it was the same time he was hospitalized for thinking he was Jesus, or it might have been around that same time period based off what I remember. He was also sent to the hospital once for almost dying, if I remember right, on steroids. And this was before I ever met him. Like steroids, the kind of steroids you use to like work out and stuff. He was like one of those guys who would go through his camera roll. Granted, I do that too. Go through his entire camera roll with you and like go over the history of his life, and like weight was always like a big thing when he was going through his camera roll, like talking about his different weights and stuff, which I also do, and I have had an eating disorder in the past. So like I can recognize these things and where they're coming from. Yeah, it was just really crazy. I remember us getting in like so many arguments over if the earth was flat or not. It was just such a crazy, like we would get in actual fights over it, and it's like, bro, the earth is not flat. It's not flat. I don't know how else to say it to you, my friend. Another crazy thing that he would do is, I am convinced, because there's so many clothes that he never like made any bad comments on, but like I was nervous that he didn't like, that just went completely missing.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Like I remember we went to see I think it was a soccer game. I can't even remember what game it was, but we got like free tickets from like his grandpa or something. And we were in like the VIP booths. Yeah, like I think it was his uncle or something. I don't know, something like that. And he was like, yeah, like he's like the guy who like introduced me to like the red pill ideas when I was younger. So like when we go to this game, you have to be dressed a certain way and you have to act a certain way. And I was like, okay, whatever, like I get it, like family, whatever. Like I would never do anything to like embarrass you. So instead of wearing something from my own closet, like wearing something casual like everybody was wearing at the actual game when we went, I bought a new outfit and I let him choose it out. And he, out of all the things, he put me in a bodycon dress, like a black bodycon dress, and I ate. I really want to include a picture if I can. And I think I looked so good that he didn't like it, because I never saw that dress ever again. Like I bought that dress with my own money. When I was buying it, I was like, are you sure? And he was like, I mean, yeah, because it was like long. Never saw that dress again. I also had the only other tight shirt that I owned was like a long sleeve gray shirt. I never saw that again either. Like if he didn't want to start an argument over something that I was wearing,
because I really was not down with it.
like every time he did that, I would fight back and I would make a huge deal out of it, and I'd be like, you can't change who I am. I am who I am. And if you don't like something that I'm like wearing or whatever, like that's on you, that's not on me. That's who I am and you chose to be with me. Another just like random thing, at this point I'm just throwing out like random things throughout a relationship that happened. I don't want to make like a full story time on it. That would like ruin his life and I don't want to do that. So I don't think I'll ever make a full story time on everything that happened. I just like to talk about like the silly crazy things. We dated for like 2 years. I only met one of his friends, literally one of his friends, and it's because he said that it would be weird if he brought me around his friends. He's taking attention away from them. Like, no, like what? When he would tell me about the giants and the flat earth and all of that stuff. There's a lot more crazier things that I just don't want to say on camera right now. He would tell me that he could get killed for telling me about the giants and about the flat earth. Because he would also tell me that in the past he was gang stalked. I have an even crazier story. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and my mascara off camera, and then I'm gonna get into like a very, very crazy, interesting story, because I feel like I'm just like trauma dumping right now, throwing out random crazy shit. I just finished my makeup. The story time I'm gonna talk about is about the time that he got like possessed in front of me, which is crazy because I have dealt with a situation like this twice. I'm not really gonna get into the other one because it's a story time I've planned on doing for years. Like since middle school I've wanted to make a YouTube video about this. Me and my friends used to play a Ouija board for like 3 years straight, literally at least once a week, and we would like have like a rotation of spirits that we would talk to, and there was so much lore, and to this day I don't know if it was real or if we were like experiencing like a collective delusion or something like that. I think it was real, especially after the story I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, that story time is gonna be like a whole like structured, scripted video that I will get to one day, because it is so interesting to me, and I felt like it was a big part of my spiritual journey, if I'm being honest, because it taught me a lot about vibrations. I can't really get into it because I'll start talking about it too much, but basically I say that because I have seen somebody get possessed before and I know what it looks like, and there is a specific thing that happens when people get possessed where their eyes change, and like I know it's like a thing where like eyes will change colors and stuff like that, and I've seen that sort of before, but it's not really what you're focusing on when that happens. happens to you, like when you actually see somebody getting possessed. It's not what you're thinking about. For me personally, what I always notice about the eyes is that it's just like the consciousness switches. I don't know if that makes sense, but you really can see somebody's soul in their eyes. And I feel like you don't realize that until you see somebody get possessed, because you literally see the life leave their eyes. And in the case of possession, you see a different form of consciousness, a different energy overtake the body. Like you can see it, and it's, you know, some people are gonna think I'm crazy. I can't help. I feel like the people who are gonna believe me already would believe me, and the people who won't. So basically, I'll start with some context. I forgot what I was calling him, Brian. Brian would have a lot of really weird dreams. He would tell me about these dreams. Brian believed that buildings held like a certain kind of energy, that buildings could basically like absorb energy, and he was really into like architectural design in big cities because of that. And he believed this because he would have dreams all the time of like these like buildings, and he said it would always look like Japan, it would always look like Tokyo, and there was always like a demon in these dreams, and it was a female demon. And he told me that he also had dreams where like the demon would be in the corner and the demon would grape him, which is traumatizing for him. I'm sure that was like, what the fuck. One day, we were laying in bed together. It was at my house. We were laying in bed together. He was asleep. I was scrolling on TikTok or Reddit or something like that. And I'm pretty sure he was laying on me. I can't really remember. Either he was laying on me or basically on me, like right next to me. And he was like sleeping soundly, like just chill night. Just like picture it. Like just the most normal night with a partner that you can imagine. And then all of a sudden he wakes up and the eye thing happens. Like his eyes are not his eyes. It's a completely different, it's like evil. Like, and I don't even mean evil as in like, because I've met so many like narcissists and like bad humans that have like a dead look in their eye. It's not even like that. Like, it's not the dead look at all. It's a very conscious look, like a very evilly conscious look. I don't know how to describe it. It's demonic. So he wakes up, immediately has these demonic eyes and starts making this face. I'm gonna try and recreate it. It's gonna feel weird, but he was like literally like, but like imagine like demon eyes, like, and I don't mean like black, I mean like the consciousness, the expression in the eyes are like crazed, evil, demon, like something that a human cannot accomplish. Like, I don't even think a serial killer that's not possessed could accomplish this look. Like, it was terrifying. And he was like smiling and laughing like crazy, like laughing like a maniac, and his voice didn't sound like his. And this is like, keep in mind, he was asleep 1 second ago, wakes up, bam, crazy demonizes, laughing maniacally, like it's so scary. And then he starts reaching out towards me, like he starts like laughing maniacally, like with these crazy eyes, and starts like reaching out towards me, and I'm like yelling, and I'm like, Brian, stop, Brian, you're scaring the shit out of me, Brian, please stop. And I like start crying and stuff, and I'm just trying to get away from him. And I feel like this whole exchange was a minute at the least, at the most. It was a minute at the most. It might have probably was even less, I don't know, but in moments like this it slows down so much. And then after a while of me, like, I remember I got out of bed and I'm like in like a defensive state, like stop, like, and he's like still on the bed, like up like this, and is like reaching out towards me, like with this crazy like, and he's like laughing, but like in like this demonic, weird, evil way. I just can't get over the eyes. The eyes were so scary, because when my other friend got possessed, it was quick. Like, it was literally like 2 seconds I saw the eyes change, and they stopped talking, and I ran into a different room and locked the door. And I don't know why I didn't do this time. I don't know if it's because it was like my boyfriend, or because I'm older now and my survival instincts aren't as good as they were when I was younger. Eventually he like fully snaps out of it, is back to normal, and is so confused and is like, oh my god, like what happened, are you okay? And I'm like shaking. Like, I remember, oh my god, I had so much adrenaline, I was shaking, I was so scared, and I was like, yeah, I'm okay, but like and I tell him what happened. I tell him everything, and I'm terrified. Like, I remember I would not get like close to him. You know when you can just feel the energy of like somebody doesn't trust you, they don't feel safe around you? That was me. And then after I told him everything that happened, he told me that he was having like one of those dreams, like one of those just really crazy demonic dreams that he would have. And in the dream he was possessed, which is crazy, because to me that is like, I already would have thought he was possessed, especially because I've experienced before, but the added layer of the fact that he was also possessed in his dream, like he also knew that he was possessed, is so crazy. Because it actually, looking back, it was like that the first time I experienced it too, because my friend said that she was outside of her window watching everything happen. Like, she was still there, she was just like astral projecting. He said in his dream he was possessed, and he said in his dream he was jumping all over the room, and the way he described it is like, imagine like a comedic vampire. And this is the way he described it to me and the way I remember it. He was like, imagine like a comedic vampire, just like how fast they move, just like hopping all over the place. And he said that his eyes were red, like he remembered looking in the mirror in his dream and his eyes were like red and crazed. And he remembered in the dream that he was just trying to scare me. He said that he wasn't trying to hurt me, and I don't really remember if this is right or not. My memory is so messed up, but I remember asking him like if he thought he was gonna hurt me, and he was like no, but then he was like, I don't think so. But yeah, that's what he remembered, is that he was trying to scare me. And he said the reason he woke up is because he realized how terrified I was. Yeah, that's the story. And then it's terrifying, like my voice is even shaking, because it's just like, it's one of those, like, it kicks in my survival instincts. Like, seeing something like that, you don't understand it unless if you've like seen it before. Like, it's very scary and real and demonic. And yeah, after that happened, I remember asking him if he had any other dreams like that, and he would say yeah, but like I don't really want to talk about them, I don't want to scare you. And he did. He refused to talk to me about any dreams like that he ever had like that ever again, because he could tell how scared I was of it. Which, now looking back, like from a spiritual standpoint, that is kind of messed up that he did not give me the autonomy to decide if I spiritually felt safe to be with him or not, especially because he was being attacked by demons all the time in his dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment if this really is the only footage that I put into this vlog is what I recorded today. I'm sorry that it's all over the place and very random. I really just wanted to film something and create something today. So regardless, thank you for being here. Please comment, please like. I love talking to people on YouTube, especially on like actual long form videos, because I feel like the people who watch long form videos have a lot of interesting things to say. If you've ever had any experiences like the possession one, or just like relate to any of the issues that I went through in like my ex-relationship, comment down below. I would love to hear, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.